So we're here with Ceasar and Venus at Succotash. So just go ahead and explain exactly what you're doing for the meatball tour.
Would you like to start?
What we did, Ceasar and I met about a year and a half ago at a restaurant in Succotash we were working at. We decided eventually we worked so well together.
To start our own business. We first discussed doing a brick and mortar restaurant. The feasibility of that was really low with the amount of overhead that is involved in opening up a restaurant. So we started flirting with other ideas. Mobile kitchens was the first one.
We've been going through a lot of restaurant magazines and industry magazines, and mobile kitchens were big on each coast. They didn't really just peak and drop; they stayed up there, and it was just starting to hit the Midwest. So we were like, this is something we could do relatively, for maybe around $10,000. We could get a truck and get on the road with our licensing and stuff, and that seemed a lot more doable than $100,000 or more for a restaurant. So we saw Kickstarter. Somebody had brought that up. Have you seen Kickstarter, community funding program? And we hadn't heard of it. And like Fresher Than Fresh had just gotten $7,000 from them, which is a mobile kitchen here. And the coffee, Casey Coffee Cake got some money through that. So we thought, let's try it. Maybe people will do this. And got that set, and they started coming in, and people were all excited about our meatballs. When we just got the successfully funded 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
And Ceasar was leaving work and going up to a fast food restaurant.
I was going to Taco Hell. I was hungry. I needed food now, nourishment. But I pull up to a stoplight and somebody yells at me, "Congratulations!" I was like, "Whoa, right on! Thank you very much."
And we got a lot of backers that neither of us have ever heard of. I mean, we're like, "Do you know this person?"
And
no, I don't know this person.
From across the United States, as far as New York and California.
And
people they loved the idea. They thought, how can we be a part of this? So they backed us from, and it's not like we can give them T-shirts and stuff like that, but it's not like they come to Kansas City and get their meatballs, it's because they live elsewhere. So I mean, it's a wonderful feeling knowing that people that far out are helping somebody here in the Midwest. You know what I mean? That's a really
awesome.
good feeling.
It's exciting.
So why meatballs?
Meatballs is because we spent 2 weeks eating nothing but meatballs all over Kansas City.
He makes the best meatballs. We have a lot of different meatballs, but his Sicilian meatball is freaking amazing. So,
all right.
And we had looked at not single ingredient, but restaurants that just do a single thing. Some of the trucks do like a grilled cheese truck, and they're real successful. And we thought, what we could do
one thing, do it really well, bring it to the masses, and that's the beautiful thing about a mobile kitchen is you can take it straight to the masses. You don't have to have them come to you.
Right.
And we can't afford a whole staff right now. So what can we do that's easy to produce, that is delicious, that has a good overhead, that we can sell cheap, because we really want to sell it like music venues and stuff that don't have kitchens, and when they come outside we want them to be able to spend $5 and get something delicious and something that'll fill them up. And meatballs was like, that's brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We don't even know how we flirted on that idea. We were discussing so many ideas.
Yeah, we had lots of ideas.
And I don't know how it happened, but meatballs. It was like, brilliant. Let's do this.
Good. I love meatballs, so I will live with your thought.
Who doesn't? Especially when it's the best meatball you're going to put in your mouth. I mean,
right. Exactly.
And that's our motto: the best balls you'll ever have in your mouth.
That's great. I like it. So then you'll just go around the city, or will you have like a depot, I guess?
Actually, we've got a commissary. Every mobile kitchen in Kansas City has to be tied to a commissary, a commercial kitchen that's been licensed and regulated through the city. So we've got that. We'll be cooking here at Succotash, actually. We're renting her kitchen. And then during the day, we'll go out to some of the businesses and stuff around. And then
it's going to be a social media Twitter. We'll tweet. We'll Twitter. We'll Facebook. We'll do all
I'm
of
the
that.
social media person.
Yeah, I'm technologically illiterate. I'm a caveman. The files are in the computer.
Yeah, we've talked to
First Fridays as well.
First Fridays.
Like that,
That'd be. You'll definitely get a lot.
We've got a lot of friends. My husband is a musician, and we know a lot of people who are musicians and bar owners that have venues that don't have kitchens. So people are getting hungry and leaving, and they want us there. They're like, I'll tell you when we have a big show. Come out, park. They're thrilled to have us there. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So when's the big opening?
We're shooting for the end of May. first Friday of June is the opening.
That's right now. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
When Kickstarter, when you get your money from Kickstarter, it takes 14 days and then another week for it to get into your bank. So we can't really purchase anything until we get that money in. We've been looking. We've got everything. Here's what we need. Here's where we're going to get it. But to actually go out and write the check and get it, we haven't been able to do that. We've got about 2 more weeks to be able to do that. So.
Getting the ball rolling. It's so
but yeah, we would love to be open the first Friday of June.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So what other? It's a great area, so.
Oh yeah.
And it's always so much foot traffic that it makes no sense not to be there.
It's a perfect place to start, I think.
Yeah.
So what other kinds of meatballs we find besides your Sicilian?
There's going to be the Thai duck meatball, Spanish albondigas, which is a vegan or vegetarian, meatball.
Oh wow.
It's not a meatball, obviously. It's chickpeas and stuff like that with the Spanish red sauce on
it. We haven't. We want to have 3 meatballs always on our menu. Always have a vegetarian or vegan option. Probably a turkey or a duck, and the beef and pork ones. But each week we're going to feature a different meatball. There are just so many really cool meatballs. There really are some cool ball ideas.
But this way we have our 3 standard people know that they can get these standards, and every week there'll be a brand new meatball on the menu, whether it's meat or vegan. We don't know. I mean,
something fun. It'll be fun, and it'll be delicious.
And if we've got a couple, then there's a couple new every day. You know.
We're going to have dessert balls too. We haven't settled on them for sure, but they have cake balls, and we've got donut balls with a blueberry compote.
The only blue balls you'll ever love.
Yes. We're even thinking popcorn balls, but we're just going with the ball theme.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.